whatever. Cardinal virtues. Did another video. Garynomics, a space age relic in an information age world. Whatever that means. Space age relic. How could you have a space age relic? Oh, whatever. Who cares? Is that another one of Napalm's brilliant titles? Yeah, sorry. I think that's what Napalm, right? That's what you were saying. You apparently titled his videos. I thought the titles were absolute crap. So, yeah, no win there. So let's play.
Howdy, everyone. So Gary has responded to Skep's video, responded to a bunch of you in the comments, and responded to about 40 seconds of the video I uploaded today. But I want to cover some stuff he says in this time period. Gary, I need to say this first, since otherwise I know you won't see it. You finally admitted you were wrong on the French Revolution thing. Good for you. I imagine now you're on.
Oh, look, you know, wrong is a tricky word, right? Okay, you went to a video not on this subject, some other video where I mentioned it in passing about some other subject, where I bet you it wasn't terribly relevant. So now you're declaring some sort of victory on a obscure, meaningless mistake. So yeah, okay, go ahead and do that. Applaud yourself. Wow, you caught me on a completely irrelevant, who gives a fuck, couldn't make any goddamn difference to the subject whatsoever bullshit. So yeah, go ahead and play your game, Tubby, and maybe I can do you the same favor sometime.
Audience in mind has now endured about 10 minutes of you screaming and bitching, if you even acknowledge this. But you say that the French Revolution thing doesn't matter, so fine. But you then say that we need to choose something that matters about your argument and then prove you wrong, and you say...
See, I said something substantially relevant. Yeah, that's right. I asked for a substantially relevant point.
Say that before you watch any of our arguments, that you will know what we're going to say, and you can prove us wrong and destroy...
I won't know what you're going to say. I never said that. See, again, you can't honestly paraphrase me ever. I didn't say any such thing. I just said that I don't need to prepare. I don't need to know what you're going to say, that I will be able to counter-argue you, because if you are contesting something I'm arguing for, you're obviously fucking wrong. Yeah, it's just the way it works out. That's the way it has worked out for the entire time I've been on YouTube. Okay? It happens every fucking time. I'm right, and you assholes are always fucking wrong. It's not my fault that's the way it is, but that's just the way it is.
Without having even pressed play on the video. So, one of your key arguments is that you claim that taxes on cigarettes are the highest source of revenue for the state of New Jersey. This is a claim you make emphatically and repeatedly. You've made it in multiple videos.
No, I haven't. I actually said the lottery. I've mentioned the lottery. So let's be careful. All right. Now, if we're gonna get all fucking buddy about this, and we're gonna have to get all, oh, this is really, really important. Okay. I've already made the upload video about the flagged video, the comment video you're talking about, actually, that got flagged, but it doesn't matter. And I've shown the reason why I made that mistake, and so yeah, that's again. But does this matter? Is this critical to the subject? I just threw that in as an add-on, okay? Like I'm making my argument, I just say, you know, this is how they're collecting revenue now. You know, instead of taxing the rich, they're taxing the poor, and blah 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 blah. And the truth of the matter is, it's higher than the casino revenue. It's higher than, you know, you can go through, it's higher than inheritance taxes. I mean, it's more revenue. It's the fourth, okay? It was the third, okay? Now it's the fourth highest source of revenue. So yeah, okay, get all, you know, again, go ahead. Celebrate your victories on these irrelevant points. These are irrelevant points, okay? The point is are cigarettes taxed higher than any other vice in the universe? Yes. Okay? Is there a reason they're taxed more than all these other vices? Any good reason besides bigotry? No. Is that something the Constitution was designed to address? Yes. There. That's the argument.
Including the one I am mainly addressing here. But the problem is, for you, Gary, that you are wrong. And this is the fourth or fifth time I've said this. And now let me quote from the fiscal year 2012 year-end total snapshot from the New Jersey Office of Legislative Services. All numbers are in millions of dollars. Revenue sources, in order.
Why are you doing this? I mean, what? You have to actually read the whole thing? You can't just show it? Are you that stupid? Okay, and it's obviously the same document I went to, so isn't that coincidental? Google search, I guess, huh? PDF file, right? Well, if you scroll down the page, yeah, you'll get to the other stuff. You know, and if you go to the bottom down there, you'll see the other 400 and whatever it was $million they didn't include in the tax.
Income tax, 11,109.1. Sales tax, 7,940.
No, it's in millions. I mean billions. Okay, so that's 7 billion. Okay, that's 7,000, but whatever.
6.5. Corporation tax, 2,027.2. Lottery, 965. Transfer inherited, 641.9. Insurance premiums, 528.3. Motor fuels, 539.1.
Let's just go back to the page, right? I think I was still here, right?
484.2. And then cigarettes at a lowly $288.3 million. So.
Okay, so cigarettes at a lowly, you heard him, right? You heard what he just said. Cigarettes at a lowly, you know? Well, here, this is the tobacco tax page. Let's see if I still have this stupid PDF open. Probably closed it because I was done with it. Here it is, PDF. There we go. Okay, so he just read all this stuff, right? And he got to cigarettes, and see, there's a big giant A right there. Big giant A. Right there. Okay? Lowly, he called it, right? Big giant A, and the A comes out to 400 plus 145, which is $545 million more. Okay? $545 million more in cigarette taxes that aren't included on this list. So 540 plus 270 brings you almost to what? 540, see, so that's 7. Yeah, over $800 million. So 800 million puts it right there, number 4, right behind the lottery, where I said the lottery and cigarette taxes. In my video, I said the words lottery and cigarette taxes, and as I've stated, corporate taxes, which you didn't also note. When you read this number, you didn't note that it's up 26% this year alone. But you didn't note that, did you? No, you didn't. So this number is the 26th. They're not going to collect it because look how far behind they are. But anyway, this is their estimate of what they're going to collect, right? And it's 26.2% higher than last year. That's right, because they increased the corporation tax. All right, so... yeah, like I stated, that's my honest mistake, and I'll call it an honest mistake, okay, that when I said lottery and cigarette taxes next to sales tax and income taxes are the highest taxes. So they're above. So the lowly cigarette tax way down here really should be, in fact, right the fuck there. So there, fuck you, cunt. There, is that a big point? Is that really a big, huge winning point? The fact that cigarette smokers have paid $455 billion in taxes in the last 10 years? $455 billion fucking dollars out of their pockets? Go ahead, play your game.
Oh, yeah. Not only is it not the most expensive, the highest source of revenue for the state of New Jersey, you are off by quite a few orders of magnitude. So there you go. So you're being an arrogant, pompous asshole, and I've just demonstrated that you missed 3/4 of the tax. You didn't count 3/4 of the tax. 3/4 of the tax. 3/4 of the tax. There. Have I made my point? Go, Gary. That's just one argument of yours I've proven wrong.
Okay, so that's your definition of proof. That's your definition of proof. You've proven something by not counting 3/4 of the tax. I don't think so.
I'm going to keep making if you actually fucking manned up and watched my videos instead of running away like a little bitch.
Yeah, whatever. Your videos, your long, stupid, inane videos where, again, you say, I proved something when you didn't prove shit. Again, and this is, again, let's just be clear. Who the fuck cares? It was a peripheral argument, okay? So, yeah, I will be more careful in the future not to make any peripheral arguments. I'll just make the ones that fucking matter. And the one that fucking matters is quite obviously it's a preposterously taxed vice. 75-cent production cost with profit, and we pay $7.50. Yeah, I would say that's a preposterous fucking tax.
Gary, you don't seem to understand why people keep saying you haven't watched all my videos. Gary, people keep calling you a coward and keep saying you haven't watched my videos because you basically watched about a total of 17 minutes of the however many 4 hours, 5 hours, I don't know how long it is that I've done. You haven't actually responded to any of my real arguments at this point. And even though people keep saying things like...
Real arguments. You know, I did watch another 5 or 6 minutes of your other video, and it's written right here. Your 4 minutes and 33 seconds of absolute crap. You didn't say anything. You just talked about Gary. That's all you did. Why would I waste my time listening to your fucktarded, idiotic opinion of Gary? I don't give a fuck. You didn't make any arguments in that 4 minutes and 33 seconds. All you did was talk about Gary. Well, fuck you. I'm not interested.
Prove you wrong about the taxes. You keep saying, fuck you, no, we did it. And you keep repeating claims that I've already debunked with cold, hard numbers from legitimate sources
Yeah, where you made a mistake. You made a mistake, didn't see the little A right next to the word cigarette, which is a footnote marker, which you really should know what a footnote marker is, and you didn't bother reading what the footnote marker is, and if you read what it said, it makes it obvious that most of the tax money is just being diverted right into another account, and so they're not counting it as revenue, but it certainly is revenue. They certainly collected it as a tax. They just slid it into a different account, and that part of the tax money is being spent to pay back banks, to pay them a dividend on the fact that the banks paid them money in one bulk sum so that the fucking state sold us out in the future. They said, we're so sure there's going to be cigarette taxes in the future, we're going to borrow on it. That's how much they care about people quitting smoking and all this other shit, that they've invested 10 years into the future on those tax revenues. You don't think the state's going to guarantee their existence? I'm sure they are. I mean, so the more people who quit smoking, they'll just keep raising the taxes on the people who are left, right? Because they're going to have to pay back that money.
I'll link to in my video, like your claim that secondhand smoke is not harmful, with, yes, a link to a medical study.
I didn't say it wasn't harmful. I said it's completely irrelevant as a medical issue, and now it's all completely irrelevant. It might have been an issue in 1970. It might have been an issue even in the 80s. But it's obviously now not an issue. You can't smoke in any public buildings. You can't smoke in restaurants. You can't smoke in fucking bars. So obviously secondhand smoke has been eliminated by that legislation. Hasn't it, asshole? Oh yeah, I think it fucking goddamn has.
Showing otherwise. What other claims? Oh, your tax on the 800% tax on cigarette thing debunked multiple times. Links to information and sources that prove it.
I'm sorry. You know, you're not going to be able to debunk that. The production cost of cigarettes is not $9 million, okay? Anybody can do this math. And I never said that the tax was all in one form of a tax. There's an excise tax on the tobacco when it's produced. There's another tax on the production cost of the cigarettes. Then there's the whatever you want to call it, the scam lawsuit bullshit, the Medicare scam lawsuit where the tobacco companies were given an immunity from lawsuits, and all the money, instead of going to the victims, just went funneled right into the fucking federal coffers. Okay, to me that's the same thing as a tax. It's a fee. The cigarette tax, the cigarette smokers are paying it as part of the tax on cigarettes, the part of the expense of the cigarettes. That's the bottom line. Cigarette smokers are paying it, and it's bullshit.
Let's see what else. I just did the cigarette tax one. So basically, I've disproved, most of your arguments here that you've relied upon. You keep asking Step what part of your whole 800% tax versus 30% tax, it's discriminatory and that's illegal in the U.S. argument that I managed to disprove. So, out of that argument of yours,
yeah, well, did you just prove it with the same credible evidence as your mistake previously, where you missed 75% of the tax and didn't count 75% of the tax? Is it proven with the same credible evidence? So there, I'll keep doing that to you, fuck ass.
I disproved that it was an 800% tax. I never said it wasn't discriminatory, so that's something I agree with you on there. And
well, look, there's no point in saying you agree it's discriminatory, but you have it's not illegally discriminatory, right? The word discriminatory usually has the context that the discrimination is not legal. So there's no point in saying, I agree it's discriminatory. It's like saying, I agree slavery is bad, but no, I don't think you have any right not to be a slave. I mean, fuck you. Useless.
Thirdly, I disproved that all discrimination is unconstitutional. So, yeah, you fail. You haven't, you're a fucking idiot. You haven't been able to demonstrate.
All discrimination is unconstitutional? No, that wasn't my argument. I made the legal argument. I specifically made a specific legal argument. There's no way you're going to unravel that. There's no way it wasn't the truth in 1920. Okay, and and you can say that now they've changed it, but I'm still going to argue that even the existing Supreme Court precedent exists. Okay, says the discrimination can't be. There has to be some other. They have to have something to grab onto. There has to be some other excuse to grab onto besides the explanation of discrimination. If all you have is the only reasonable explanation is bigotry and discrimination, then the court has said, "Fuck you, you can't do that." And there is no other rational recourse but discrimination. It's the only explanation for the disparity in treatment.
Anything you've claimed yet. I've routinely and repeatedly dismantled your claims. I've done that ad nauseum. This is why.
Yeah, this is ad nauseum, okay? I've proven, this is ad nauseum.
People are making fun of you and are laughing at you so much because you keep...
This is another ad nauseum. People. When you say the word people, what do you mean? Oh, you mean trolls? You mean the ass-wipe, butt-fucking crazy, sicko, fant, lunatic creepoids that you call subscribers? Oh, how concerned am I? Not at all. Yeah.
Obstinately screaming the same shit over and over and over again, even though the rest of the fucking planet is fucking 30 years ahead of you at this point, essentially.
Yeah, sorry. The rest of the planet's sailing right into the fucking, they're not even on the Titanic heading for the iceberg, okay? They're going right over the edge of the flat earth, okay? So you're going to be totally cooked, fucker, and look, the whole human race, you all deserve it, okay? Because you're obviously assholes, you're obviously idiots. You deserve to be blown up in the nuclear holocaust. I mean, it's just totally fitting. Because you're too fucking stupid.
So, Gary, since, you don't really give a fuck about the facts or what I'm going to say anyways, you can just stop watching this video now. You're dismissed, boy. For the rest of you guys, howdy. So, I'm going to go over parts of this video. It's about 49 minutes long, and a lot of it he's mainly just babbling, so there's not really much there to respond to, so this video should hopefully be much shorter than the other ones. I do recommend you all go watch it, because it is rather interesting to look at how he insults everyone. But, Gary...
Yeah, well, they can't watch it anymore. Your little trolley troops flagged it off the YouTube. So, yeah, they can't watch it anymore, because all your courageous little fellas there, all your little soldiers, your courageous little soldiers, had to hit the little flaggy button. Yeah. Yeah.
Firstly, he denies ever having had ad hommed me or, insulted me, among other things. He says he doesn't sit there spending 2 minutes developing, you're a circus monkey thing, like I did. But, Gary, firstly, again, the circus monkey thing was an insult. It wasn't an ad hom.
Oh, well, whatever. Insult ad hom. Now you're going to play that kind of game. It's irrelevant to the fucking subject, okay? So if you can't get that, then there's just nothing. I got nothing to say to you, okay? Fatty? Yeah, that's the extent of my fatty? Tubby? Wubby. There, I'm done.
Saying you're wrong because you're a circus monkey. I was saying you are wrong and you're a circus monkey. I actually do attack your arguments, but you don't know that because you haven't watched my videos.
Well, why would I watch this? Like I said, I've proven, I've done. What? This is fucking tedious.
What else? I mean, you're seriously going to say you have an ad hom me, you don't ad hom people, and you're bitching about people wasting time with insults when how much of your videos were devoted to calling me ugly, and how much of this video that you made did you spend calling people a pedophile, among other things? That's really most of what you do, Gary.
It was a response video to troll comments. It's called In the Comments, okay? It's not on a subject. It's not a video about a subject. What the fuck? I mean, this is stupid. Of course, it's gonna be a whole video of ad homs. I'm responding to a whole comment section of crap. Duh.
So you're really gonna sit there and bitch about ad homs and insults? I don't really care if you insult me, but
I don't care either. I would just wish you would get it the fuck over with, okay? Do your insult. Call me like Masked Kid or whatever this. Have you talked to Cher lately? So whatever the fucking bullshit is, just get it over with and then get to the fucking point.
Complain if don't complain if I'm doing it to you if you're doing it to me. Then Gary complains that I got his deal wrong. Yes, Gary. I would not have had to pay $10,000 to you if I had lost the bet. I just would have had to have paid YouTube however much money this imaginary corporation in Google land would just suddenly give me access to all their servers and all this.
They wouldn't suddenly do it. Obviously, I'd send a request. I'd say, who do I need to talk to? Okay, I'm willing to pay whatever the money is, $300 to be able to get this server information about my records so I can demonstrate to a fucktard who's making accusations that I'm not the covert lying scum he's accused me of being. All right, so all corporations will do something for you if you pay them. That's all you got to do is pay them enough money, and you can get the information.
Data to prove that you haven't watched more than 5 minutes of my videos, so I'd have to pay that cost. But I wouldn't have had to pay you $10,000. Before I wrote that little bit and I uploaded it, I kind of wondered if you were going to end up noticing what I said there or not. And you know what? Guess what? You did. So at least now I know that you've reached up to that point of that video. I also like how you're apparently aware enough of what I've been saying to catch, that little mistake on my part. But
that was a little short. That was your apology video, wasn't it, or something like that? Well, it doesn't matter. Who cares? It doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter. Continue.
You're also aware enough of what I've been linking to know that I linked to your website, your lawsuit as lawsuit, but then aren't aware of the fact that I linked to a medical journal, that I've linked to tax information, and that I've linked to multiple other sources to back up arguments I am making.
Well, what's the point of linking to pages that people aren't going to go to when you've already discounted 75% of the tax? Again, so this is just bullshit, okay? And the argument is I made my argument about the lawsuit. I explained exactly how that lawsuit went down. You're still insulting it as some kind of preposterous assholery. I'm just requesting from you to explain exactly how you're going to... What would you critique? What if you know the truth of it, how exactly is it illegitimate or wrong, and how exactly did the system do what it was required to do under law? How exactly was it a constitutional redress of my grievances? You want to say that was consistent with my constitutional rights, that my constitutional rights to regress of grievances was satisfied in that lawsuit? Fuck you if that's your argument. Fuck you. That's all I'm saying. Fuck you.
Including where I got the Orwell articles from. So, are you just selectively admitting what you've heard and what you've watched and what you've noticed in the description?
Here he goes again. He's making the same fucking jackass accusation again. Fuck you. I've pointed out in every video how much of your video I've watched. The first video I played your fucking video. It's not missable. The second video I said I had 15 minutes of fucking notes. The third video I think I played your video again. So what the fuck are you complaining about? Oh, man, this is just fucking insane.
I don't know, Gary. I wouldn't want to call you dishonest or anything because, well, we all know you.
You just did it again. So that's how sincere your apology was, right? So you claim that, okay, I was wrong to step into that shit, and then you just step right back into it again. So what the fuck, pedophile? I mean, can't you get it right? What the fuck? You could just make your fucking accusations. See, look, there's the notes I got from... I don't think I've done these yet, all right? So this couldn't be that one. It says Hate Club on it, Matt. Let's see. Nothing. No, there's no way I could have done this one. Then you do it. Complain then. Let's see. Holocaust. Oh, yeah, you went through the whole Holocaust denier shit and everything. That was very hilarious. You're complaining about a tactic, and you're saying, well, if you, and then you go ahead and do it. Like you're saying, look, I'm going to do it right here. And so why wouldn't I respond to that with more of the same, shithead? You're not sitting there showing yourself to be the good guy here and saying, look, I'll take it, I'll accept your bullshit, and I'm not going to respond with bullshit. But no, you respond with double bullshit as an example. What's the fucking point of apologizing when you just accuse me of the same thing again? I mean, God fucking damn it. Fuck you.
Or a man who's well known for his upstanding character.
I don't know what that, again, so you're going to make veiled accusations, and then you'll complain about somebody saying, okay, if veiled accusations are all we have to do, we don't have to prove any of those, we can just say this shit. I say you have 500 sock accounts, I say you uprate your own videos, obviously, because who the fuck could watch this nonsense? Why don't you make your whatever you call it, that shit with the little bars, make, your trends or whatever. Why don't you make that public, and we'll see how many people actually watched your hour-long videos. All these people bitching that I was supposed to watch them. It'd be interesting to see what percentage of people actually watch that shit.
Then Gary, just, Gary, you don't have $10,000 anyways, so even...
Another accusation. I say you don't have $10,000 Daddy didn't give you. He probably gives you money. He probably pays you money to stick your thumb up your ass, right? So I'll just make an accusation. I'll make an accusation that you don't do any fucking worthwhile work at all in your whole fucking life. You've never done a single day's honest work in your whole fucking life. There's my accusation. Now prove yourself innocent. You see what you're doing here? You fucking cunt? You haven't ever had sex where you haven't paid somebody. So I just keep making accusations, say you prove it. Prove it, prove it, prove it, prove it.
Even if I, thought you actually had watched my video, you don't have $10,000 to give me. And
what? See again, so you're going to make accusations. I mean, you want me to throw the cash in your face? It doesn't. I can get $10,000 is the bottom line, right? I can get $10,000. I have friends, lots of them. I can get $10,000. I can make a phone call and get $10,000 anytime I want to, anytime.
And even if you could somehow come up with it, I'm a bit more compassionate than to take $10,000 from someone.
All right, so you're still going to make the accusations, like you're going to take the money from me. All right, I'll double it. $20,000 fucking dollars. How much do I have to pay to seduce you to actually do it now, you fucking cunt? You just keep lying. You fucking slandering, lying, goddamn pedophile. Motherfucker. Fuck you, Matt.
Disability when I don't really need $10,000. Why would I make a bet with someone who could ill afford to lose it?
Look at this rationalization, like I'm afraid of you. I'm not afraid.